What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So I want to talk about Shiba again. Obviously, there was something that just came out. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, actually. We talked about how the burns could really affect Shiba's price, especially with Shiba Inu coming out and all that stuff. How much could this actually be? And I think the number one goal for people that are actually holding Shiba is, how can we get to that 1 cent? How can we get to that dollar? And people really want to know what that could be. Is this realistic to actually get to this number? And I do believe at some point this could hit a cent. It could potentially hit a dollar. There's a lot of numbers being thrown around here. Obviously, we talked about this when Shiba Inu was dropping, that they were saying that roughly 111 trillion SHIB burned annually would be sort of roughly around what it would be if everything came together. And again, I think that that's a very robust number. I know, I think 111 trillion would be crazy, considering that Shiba is sitting at 589 trillion. Basically, you'd be burning about 1/5 of the supply in the first year. And again, everything sort of has to come together for this. Obviously, people want these burns to come out here. People have done the calculations on these burns, which is what this article is about here. And I think a lot of people are wanting to know how much SHIB could be burned here. I think that Shiba Swap 2.0, which you can see right here, will contribute to this. Right now, it says if Shiba Swap attracts a monthly volume of 10 billion, that will amount to 370 trillion SHIB. It says 1% of monthly volume of 370 trillion is about 3.7 trillion SHIB. If this is burned monthly, it will amount to 44.4 trillion Shiba burned annually, which actually seems pretty fair, right? 44.4 annually. And as you can see right now, based on all the exchanges and everything right now, we're doing roughly about 636 million, which today it's up 206%. Obviously, SHIB's looking really, really good today. The market's looking good. Ethereum's obviously almost into 1900, which is crazy. This rally started a lot because of Doge, and we know that SHIB is right there behind it in terms of meme coins. And so I think this really, really helped out. In addition to that, though, they're saying that Shiba Inu obviously is going to be play a significant factor into the SHIB burns. And it says right here that if you actually go through, it says a 5 billion trading volume for Shiba Inu outside Shiba Swap. So this is, again, something completely separate. This is projects and everything coming into Shiba Inu where burns will happen. It said this would amount to about 185 trillion SHIB a month, a speculative burn of 1% of Shiba Inu's on-chain volume, which would result in about 1.85 trillion SHIB burn monthly and 22.2 trillion a year. They're basically saying when you take all this stuff and it comes together, it's roughly going to come back to 111 trillion. And they're actually saying that this is pretty modest. They're saying that the 111 trillion is a modest number. So reaching this goal in the first year is actually doable. I guess this is really what we have to sort of wait and see. I mean, this is what I want to see. And it says right here, this is purely hypothetical. Obviously, it's contingent based off the adoption rates. If people are actually going to be using Shiba Inu, if people are going to go to Shiba Swap 2.0, there's so many things that have to happen for this to come to fruition. But I want to say that the possibilities are there, and you just never know when this can actually happen or if it could happen. And as we know, once the bull run comes, Shiba has an opportunity to get back to its all-time high. A lot of these altcoins that are out there have an opportunity to get back to their all-time highs plus some. And if you're introducing burns, if you're introducing Shiba Inu, you're introducing the Shiba Swap 2.0, which a lot of us have been waiting for, the chances are very high. Can this hit a dollar anytime soon? I don't know about a dollar anytime soon. Can it hit a cent? I think 1 cent is obviously way more likely to happen than a dollar. But down the road, we have to sort of wait and see. Is it 5 years down the road, 6 years down the road? I don't know. But one thing you got to take into consideration with these burns too is that every year the burns are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So let's just say that we do get 111 trillion on the first year. Well, you got to think now there's going to be less SHIB to burn. So, reaching that 111 for the next year would be harder because there's less SHIB now. So maybe it would be only 75% of that 111. And then the next year is 50% and 25% because obviously the circulation is going down. So you're not going to be able to burn as much. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out, how long it could take. But again, I think it's cool to sort of see a timeline here. A lot of us want to know about this kind of stuff. And I think it's something that we'll continue to cover. We'll continue to talk about. And when these swaps come and when the Shiba Inu comes, we're really going to know then. And so with all that, please leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Let me know if you guys think this is actually realistic or you think this is maybe too robust. So yeah, with all that, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And with all that, we're out. Peace out, everyone.